Viewer discretion is advised.
What up, MeepSquad? SarzeLight here, and welcome back to a little more Gran Turismo 4. The last time, which was 2 weeks ago at this point, 2 weeks in a day. Sorry about that. We basically spent a bit of time upgrading our two cars and testing them in different races. Turns out it wasn't enough to get them ready for the races that we needed them ready for, which is a bit of a shame, really, because honestly, we would like to move on and actually progress a bit. So I've spent... Okay, I'm going to be honest. I didn't get the credit grinding I was going to do done the first week, just because I was very ill, so I just didn't manage to get it done. And then this past week, I managed to get it done, forgot to save, so I had to do it again. And in the middle of it, my PlayStation turned off. I have no idea why. And then the third time I tried it, and I think the disc was unreadable, or there was a power cut or something. I can't remember what. And then I finally got it done Saturday night, last night. So that's why this is being recorded on Sunday and going up on Monday. It's simply because I had to redo the credit grinding 3 times. It was not fun. Credit grinding itself is decently boring, just because it's just repeating the same tracks over and over and over. But then you've got the fact that it kept messing up. But that's that. There's nothing I can do about that. It's done now, and I've got the got the game up and running, and we're ready to have a look at this. So obviously you can see right now I've got the little Corolla that could selected. We need to do the FF challenge as our next sort of thing, so I'm going to swap over to our lovely little Fiat here and give it some upgrades and then try it in its FF challenge. And I'm hoping that that works out pretty well, so we're going to go have a look at what the upgrades we can get, as I believe for that we have to go to Italy. And Auto Bianchi. If that's even how that's pronounced, I'm not sure. Now, what's the legendary cars? I'm curious. It's the car where what? So I can see why this might be worth quite a bit then. It's the exact car we've won about 20 times over at this point. Anyways, to the tuning shop, and what is it we have right now? We have we have the second exhaust upgrade. Did we get any brakes? No, we haven't got any brakes yet. Probably fix that. We got the second engine upgrade, I believe. No, the first one. We'll want to get the second one as well as maybe something else just to have that little bit more power. Did we get a drivetrain upgrade? No, not yet. I wasn't sure which one would be good for this thing. I think possibly by the sound of it, the racing flywheel will be good. Besides that, not sure. I don't think I got turbo. No, not sure I'm going to. I mean, turbo is good for acceleration, if I remember correctly. And it increases the power in the high RPM range without sacrificing torque in the low and medium speed ranges by using a compact turbine. Although this gives mild supercharged turbo lag is small and features high response that makes for easy handling for technical circuits. Supporting parts are also replaced with endurance parts, including a metal gasket, oil cooler, and a strengthened oil pump. Now, I'm not sure we really need that right now. We got first suspension, yeah, so maybe get the second one. Help the car turn a bit. Now the tires we've got the same as the other car, and I don't think we really need to change that, so I'm going to leave that alone. And in other, we got the first 2 weight reductions, and I'm thinking of possibly getting the third. Not entirely sure. And apparently I've already bought this, although I don't remember doing it. Or maybe that just automatically comes with this car. It seems like it might be that because I definitely didn't spend 50 grand. I've not had 50 grand up until this point, and I now have 80. So I think first things first, we'll get the Stage 2 NA tuning. And that puts us up to 107 brake horsepower. Yes, we'll equip that. There we go. Let's see. What would that do? Add 3 brake horsepower. That wouldn't add any. What is it that this does? This is a detailed fine-tuning that balances the piston weight and precisely balances the crankshaft, piston, and column rod weights, which reduces friction in the engine and can increase the power and the maximum RPM. The rev limiter is also reset at this time. Okay. Racing chip, which gives 4, and then NOS, which doesn't increase it, but you can like. Nitro is an abbreviation of nitrous oxide. N2O is a gas that contains more oxygen than air and is thus able to produce more power when mixed with petrol and combusted. The feeling is similar to a turbo and is a simple way to increase the engine power by 50 to 100 horsepower. This is generally used by fitting a compressed liquefied tank to the car and injecting the nitro into the intake ports of the engine. However, there's a limit on the tank capacity, and so you need to control the injection density depending on the stage you are driving, etc. So yeah, just nothing. Grab the port polish. A little bit of extra power just there. Also grab the suspension because that would be quite useful. So yeah, go grab the suspension upgrades. So this one. Now this will make it a little bit better for handling. Also, I think I'll get some better brakes to make it so this thing corners a bit better, because I remember it having a bit of trouble. No, actually this thing doesn't have any trouble cornering, but just to be safe. Yeah, the racing brakes kit. So yeah, we're spending a lot of money getting this little baby going, but it's going to be worth it, I'm hoping. And drivetrain, I think, get a nice drivetrain going on. Now let's see, close ratio transmission with a gearing ratio between the gears is relatively small, although this allows you to stay in power band as you go around the corner. Top gear ratio is lower, so the top speed is also reduced. This is suitable for dirt trials now. Close gear transmission. This is for cars with highly peaked tuning that have a narrow power band and rally drift control. Well, no, not rally, so we don't need that. I think the racing flywheel is what we need. It's an extremely lightweight flywheel that is designed purely for racing. It delivers even sharper engine response as well as improving both acceleration and deceleration characteristics. However, the tendency to lose speed on uphill sections becomes even more severe, so additional tuning to increase engine torque is essential. This is a flywheel made from chrome, molybdenum, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'll grab that and then just get the tuning for the torque. Which was... that was the turbo, wasn't it? Yeah, so get a bit of turbo. One racing flywheel. See, what does that do? That actually decreases power. What? Whereas that just bumps it up completely. Hold on, let's see. This is a sports turbine kit that balances drivability at the low and medium speed ranges with peak power. Although there is some drop in torque in the low and medium speed ranges, the boost when the turbo cuts in is relatively powerful. In addition to the endurance parts of fuel pump injectors, management computer, etc., replace the standard components. And obviously these are just, you're not allowed them on this car. Not going to do that then. For 12 grand. Other. And the 20,000 weight reduction. I was planning on doing that all along because weight reduction is key. There we go. I believe that's all we really want to do. Wonder what it's saying our power's at now with the weight reduction. Still 110, but that's okay. I'll see how this works. I'll leave the cash we have for now and we'll go test out our little Fiat, see if this has done any good. Now 110 brake horsepower, so it's not. It's got a very similar. I think it's actually only a little bit less. What's the Toyota's like 136, so 147 because it's 37 less, but it's also an older car. Well, hopefully that makes it able to compete in the FF challenge. We're gonna go find out right now. So beginner events. Wait, this is the FF challenge. Okay. See if we can actually compete in this. Right. Run. Oh. Okay, so a lot of the really fast cars are in this one. This is going to be a lot of points we're going to get for this, if we can do well. Let's find out. Driver's mode. 130, well, it's reduced from 200, which means that the upgrades have definitely done something. But I don't know if they've done enough to make this compete. Oh dear, not looking likely. Oh dearie, dearie me. Now we're building up power decently quickly, but the problem is they build up power a lot faster. Mostly because they're more modern. But then again, didn't actually mean to ram the Mini Cooper. That was not on purpose. Although, oh my goodness, look at this. We're actually kind of keeping pace now. Looks like if I can keep constant power while doing this, I should, hopefully, be able to overtake because I can catch up. Because I don't need... Okay, I overbrake there. This has such good cornering that I don't really need to do that. Like you know, with the Corolla, I kind of need to... Oh dear. Yeah, with the Corolla, I would have needed to brake hard to get around that corner. But with this, it kind of does it without needing the braking. I mean, I still need to brake a bit, so that was a mistake just trying to go around full belt, but you get what I mean. This thing's a lot better at handling corners. Unfortunately, yeah, they still outspeed us by quite a bit. Although, at least this time, we can actually see them. I mean, that's an improvement. Unfortunately, this little Fiat here needs a bit of work before it's ready to really compete. Which is a shame, honestly. 11 seconds behind. And the problem is we're getting all the really tough opponents as well. Oh no, 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 no. Okay. Okay, that went horribly wrong. Okay. Oh dear. Yeah, no, that just did not go well. So yeah, this is another situation of we have the power, it's just getting to it is difficult. Because, I mean, you saw this thing was going up to like 90, 100 miles an hour. It just takes a very long time to get there, which really doesn't work. We need more acceleration. A lot more acceleration. I really want to make the little Fiat work, as well as the Corolla. But unfortunately, I don't think I really can make them work that well. And this thing really does need some major upgrades still. Luckily, we still have 30 grand left, so we should be able to get at least one decent thing. I think I might get that turbo, actually, the one that boosts up the power by a decent chunk. And if there's anything else, maybe some tuning to make it go a bit better. But yeah, that was... Ooh, how far behind? 23 seconds. I mean, that's better than before where we were basically an entire minute behind, but still not good. Okay. No, I don't want to watch us fail. Like, again, we were keeping pace for a bit. But unfortunately, we're not keeping pace well enough. Yeah. Looks like we're once again going to want to head out to Alto Bianchi and ask them for some more upgrades. Because this clearly isn't working out too well so far. You know, I keep calling this a Fiat, but I feel like it might not be. It looks like a Fiat, but I'm starting to feel like it isn't. What was the one I was going to look at? Engine. And this is a detailed fine-tuning that balance. Oh yeah. I'll get the racing chip, because that gives us a tiny bit more power there. How much for the next engine upgrade? Yeah, 65,000. Yeah, funnily enough, can't afford that. Skip trait to stage 2 turbo. Hopefully that does something for us. And others just weight reduction, which we've already done all of. Well, there's also the roll cage, but don't think so. Let me have a look at this real quick. So right now we're on sports medium. This sports setup is the best handling. These tires warm up on a few laps, except in the most severely cold conditions, and continuously maintain a relatively stable grip until the end. As a rough guide, the usage of these tires lies somewhere between the soft and hard tires. I don't understand tires. It's a medium compound racing tire with a good balance between endurance and grip. You'll need to determine whether to fit these tires by calculating the lap times around the time lost entering the pits. Feel like maybe not. Did I ever get a yeah, I got one drivetrain thing. No, I know I got the racing flywheel, that's right. And limited slip differentials only applied during acceleration. This was originally developed for front-wheel drive front engine cars that do not corner well. Limited slip differential is not applied during braking, so it does not cause any problems when you come into a turn. However, it causes differences in the car's characteristics during acceleration and deceleration. And it's the same thing for... This is a clutch that offers even higher pressure by installing 3 clutch plates. Acceleration characteristics can be improved by combining this with the lightweight flywheel. This is not only effective on fully tuned machines, but can be combined with low torque, naturally aspirated engines. This is a clutch that supports higher power transmission by using 2 clutch plates. Engine response is also improved to decrease the moment of rotation, and the shift times is also reduced. Slippage when the clutch plates meet is also reduced, giving improved. Okay, and this was... I don't know if triple clutch. I don't know if triple clutch is a good idea. If anyone knows, like, if anything's a good idea, then, like, say, might be an idea to go to the next exhaust. Yeah, I'm gonna grab that because that it's not much, but it makes the air flow better, which is important as far as I remember. And brakes. Oh no, I got the brake upgrade. Never mind. Yeah, I think that's about it. Not much else I can do at the moment. I'm hoping that's enough. It's now 130 brake horsepower. It's really acceleration. I'm hoping that's gotten the acceleration up to what we need it to be. Okay, we'll give this another go. So back to the FF challenge. Midfield entry. Okay. Oh god. Wait, there's 2 Renault Megane 2.0s? Oh dear. The Honda Type N. Apparently this is an easier one. I don't believe it for 2 seconds. And then again, we have just added a bunch of upgrades, so it might just be that what's taking into account. Let's find out. Maybe we'll be able to keep up with them. Ooh, hello. Actually accelerating at a decent pace now. Okay. Hopefully that means we'll be able to keep pace. Okay, I kind of messed up that corner, I'll admit that. Can you actually just go around a corner? Okay, now we've lost the handling. Great. Might need to have a look into suspension and that. Again, I mean, I know what it is, it's just, it's gotten a lot more powerful without really improving handling. Which is my fault, and I've not gotten used, and I have to get used to that. Like, this thing's not going to corner as well as it did because it's got a lot more power to put around the corner. Hopefully, can figure it out. Oh my goodness. Wow, okay, yeah, this thing is quite difficult to corner. At least we've got some acceleration so we can kind of get going after having to brake for a corner. Okay, I didn't quite mean to go off there, but that works. What was that? The brakes didn't respond. I think my PS1 controller might not be in as good condition as I thought it was, because sometimes it just does not respond to me hitting brake. I'm not sure that's the controller or the game, but that was like, I hit square at least 6 times before it eventually took and decided I'd actually hit square. Oh dear. No, this is... Yeah, okay. Starting to somewhat feel like this car isn't meant to be what you actually use for the FF challenge. I think you're just supposed to win a few of them and sell them to buy a better car. Because like this is with some really like good upgrades, and I just cannot keep up with these guys. Why are you going off? Also, cornering is just stupid in this sometimes. And going as slow as you want, and sometimes the game's just like, nah, screw you, you're going off. Okay. Yeah, I think this could have gone a lot better if I hadn't messed up that corner initially. But I kind of did because I wasn't expecting it to be so difficult to actually handle. So yeah. I'll give this one more go before going back to the drawing board with the upgrades and whatnot. But yeah, no, we're miles behind them. I mean, that's 26 seconds behind them. It's just... Actually, no, that's slower. We were 23 seconds behind the last lot. What? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Give me my 100 credits. I'm gonna give it another go before I go back. So I have a feeling I'm doing this wrong when it comes to trying to understand how upgrades work in this game. I don't think it's like the newer games where you just slap the most expensive thing you can get on it and it just makes everything better. Okay. Now let's try and actually keep up with these guys without flying off the track. Because that was one problem, is I just kind of lost control at the first tunnel. Okay, at least I didn't go off the track here. And they're not that far ahead this time. Oh, the rumble pack's activating a lot right now. Not too fond of that. I don't like rumble packs. I leave them on sometimes because it helps with some things, but I don't know why I left it on in this. It's a racing game. You don't really need the rumble pack to tell you what's happening. Am I gaining on him? Hello? I am actually. Ooh. Yeah, with a little bit better driving, I'm actually not doing too bad on the whole keeping up with these guys. Yeah, okay. Nope. Oh god, no. No! Come on, what was that? It took away all control. Yeah, I did that exact same thing in the last race, and it didn't go flying off. Fuck off. Ah, that's annoying. And now they've gotten miles ahead again because just one. Again, the way this game handles going off the track is completely moronic. Just like, hey, you go off the track for half a second, suddenly you've lost 90 miles an hour in speed. What? That's not how going off the track or the road works, game. What the what? Okay, apparently this thing now just has the turning circle of goddamn Venus. What the hell? But there was nothing I could do about that. I was turning as hard as I could, and things just like, nah, nah. So I've lost basically the ability to corner. So all the upgrades I got said they wouldn't impact cornering. Well, apparently they did. My bastards. Okay. So in this case, I managed to keep up with them fairly well on the first lap because I didn't go nuts with the whole terrible cornering thing. Unfortunately, I went off the track here, so I wasn't able to keep up with them after this point. Okay. Yeah, this has not gone too well, I'm going to be honest. I'll have to go and again have a look at the tuning and just see if maybe there's something I can get to make this thing go around corners better. Because right now the problem is cornering. Go away. You and your stupid FF challenge. Yeah, give me a car that apparently can be used for it when it literally can't. This is... Apologies if I'm more irritable than usual when it comes to this. I'm kind of tired. Yeah. I had a long day. That's honestly all it is. Ah, a new course has been added to World Circuits. Lovely. Race event suitable for beginners. You sure about that? Because it doesn't seem to be working. And what was it I was going to look at here? Suspension, I think. Service allows you to adjust all the parts related to the suspension. The shock absorber, damping force, and spring ratings can be changed. You can also adjust the stabilizer, anti-roll buzzer, control the rolling rigidity of the car body. You can also adjust the front and rear toe in addition to the camber angles. The shock absorber, compression stroke, bump stroke, and extension stroke, rebound stroke can be adjusted independently to any one of 10 levels. That sounds ridiculous. I don't understand all that. What? Oh, I can see why this is nonsense. Got it. You know what? Engine balancing. Don't know if that's going to help in the slightest, but why not try? Maybe. Maybe, just maybe. Not much else I can do now because I've spent all my money, haven't I? Well, I could get the triple clutch thing, but I don't know if I need it. Kind of just getting random upgrades and hoping that they help. I'm going to be honest. Maybe this game isn't for me to really do for upgrades and that. I will admit I'm sort of guessing at this point. I know a little bit about cars, but not that much. Here. There. Okay, exhaust. Oh, so basically because I own it. Computer type, equip, any tune-up, stage 1, stage... Stage 2, hello? Wait, can you not have that? Oh, you can only have one of the... Oh! Oh, that's something I didn't know. So I can have that, or I can have that. Well, that's the case. I'm going to take my stage 2 NA tune-up and see if that helps. I didn't realize that that replaced it. That's something I wasn't aware of. Racing flywheel, propeller shaft, LSD, can't do anything about that, can't do anything about that. Cannot do anything with that so far. Yeah, let's see. Oh dear, I have no idea. Okay, so yeah, this thing is nuts and just basically is like, hey, let's just... Oh dear. Wait, do I not have another version of transmission? No. Can't really do anything with that without an upgrade. Fair enough. Okay, let's see what happens if I use the NH... Oh, wait. That drops my power. So the turbine kit puts me up to the 136, but without it... Oh, okay. I'm back down to 119. Oh dear, this is very complicated, I'll admit that much. Well... So essentially the way it's looking is I can easily get up to high power with the turbine kit, but it becomes a lot harder to corner. Or I can have the normal, the kind of NA tune-up, whatever NA stands for, where I don't have as much power, but I can corner better. I'll give it a shot with this. Yeah, quit and return to the previous menu. So just to check, it has actually updated. Yeah, 119. Okay, so that's a change to that. Okay, we'll go and check out that race one more time. If that doesn't work, I have no idea what to do, because I genuinely can't do anything with this car. It's just apparently not good enough, so I might have to do even more grinding to be able to buy a car that can actually compete. Because this thing doesn't seem like it can manage. I hope it can, but 111 points because I dropped my power by a decent chunk. Which I believe is in exchange for better cornering, so I'm not using turbo. Okay, so I've still got the acceleration, so that's good at least. However, Okay, could you go around that corner without going off for once, please? Like, what was that? Oh well. Okay, I'm somewhat keeping... Oh. I was trying to say I'm somewhat keeping pace, and then suddenly this guy's 7 seconds ahead of me, and normally the one in first is only 6 seconds ahead of me here, so... Yeah, the power loss is sort of significant. I don't know. I think maybe the ability to corner is a little bit more desirable. I wonder if I can at least catch the guy in 5th. Because he doesn't seem utterly unattainable. The problem is, he seemed utterly unattainable. Oh, I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, round here. Round here. Round here. Oh my goodness, I'm actually gaining on this guy somewhat. Probably because of my brash way of cornering, where I just cut the corner rather than actually bothering to go around it. "10 seconds. Yeah, that guy's just pulling away from everyone. If you're wondering, I kind of specifically went off of this slow down a bit because... oh dear. Then again, overdid it on the slowdown for that corner, I'll admit that much. I mean, they haven't pulled miles ahead, but unfortunately, I just don't see myself catching them. They're just this little Alto Bianchi, since apparently it seems to not be a Fiat, is just not catching them. I'm honestly not even sure it ever will be able to. So it looks like I can't actually do it with this car. So once again, endless bloody credit grinding, and then buy a car that might actually do something more modern. Yeah. Yeah, I literally just cannot catch these guys. It's just... like, even if I was driving perfectly, I might just manage to get 5th. But, like, I don't know why they... this thing just can't do this. It's just plain and simply can't do it. And look at that. 3 minutes, 19 seconds on the guy in 5th because he's just insanely fast. It just straight up, this Fiat, or this Alto Bianchi, whatever you want to call it, it can't do it. And yeah, what it comes down to is just it straight up can't do it. Which is disappointing. I would love to do this with this car, but I can't. So yeah, unfortunately just midfield raceway reverse just isn't happening. We'll see if this car is improved any at all by taking it to what I consider the easiest track. Being High Speed Ring. Where as long as you are fast, you can overtake just about everyone and come first. No, I don't want to clear right now. So this is going to be, I think, the last race for this part, because I'm just feeling defeated at this point. Clearly, this car is not going to be able to do the FF challenge, which is a real shame. This particular one I've spent a while upgrading. I won't sell, but I will just grind out to get more of them and sell those. And so on and so forth. Probably buy a more modern car to do the FF challenge with. And come on, I've got to at least do this. I've got to at least be able to do this race. The Toyota overtakes everyone on the first bend. By now I'm in first with the Corolla. Come on. Okay, yeah, second. And first. So yeah, it has made an improvement, because if you'll remember, in the last part when we took it onto this track, it came 5th, I think, overall, and that was overtaking the guy in 5th at the last second on the last lap. So definite improvement. Obviously not perfect and not good enough for the FF challenge. Unfortunately, I don't think it's ever going to be. Like, I've given it some really expensive and definitely helpful upgrades, and it's just seems to be I have to sacrifice everything for cornering. But the thing is, it just doesn't get enough acceleration to keep up with them. All these more modern cars are just way too powerful. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll give it a few shots off screen and see if I can actually do well in that race after upgrading a bit more, but I think it's just going to be grinding out to buy a car. And because the cars are decently expensive in this, it might be a week or two before the next part comes out if that's the case. It's a shame, but it genuinely, well, I say a week or two. I know it's every week, but I mean like an extra week or two, because this is just painful. Having to just watch this poor little thing fail at the one race it really the one cup we needed to do, sort of thing. I might look into it and see if there is a way to actually do it, and if it just requires someone who's a lot better at driving than I am. Because I'm sure you probably can do it with this car with the right upgrades, but I honestly have no idea. Yeah, I think after I've edited this and gotten it ready for uploading, I'll have a look into whether or not it's actually possible to do that race with the car that gives you. With how many points you get for winning, I'm going to assume not, but because it's a ridiculously high amount of points, they expect you not to be able to win, basically. At least you can win these against some of the faster ones as well, at the BMW and the MG. Actually, I've not seen the MG before, so that's new. Oh my goodness, they actually finished. Normally, if it's more than 12 seconds, then it fails. There you go, 600 credits. At least we earned a first place for the final race of this part, because clearly progression is not happening. Yeah, it's a shame, but there's no way I can progress with this little car in the FF challenge. It's just not good enough, at least at this point. I'll look into it, see if it's possible, and if it is, I'll try and get the upgrades that are recommended to do it. However, my bad driving might be the downfall of the game entirely. Not the game, sorry. Of the Auto Bianchi entirely. So it might just be that this car I can't do it with personally. I don't know. However, with that, I'm gonna end things here because I just feel a bit defeated. I'm tired, that sort of thing. Anyways, yeah, that's gonna be the end of that. As always, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Cheers for now.